Hello there out in YouTube land. This is Rita back at you again. I have just returned home from participating in the filming of a video at Atlanta Airport for training for employees. Now my adrenaline is pumping high and I want to keep it going. So what I'm going to do today is do a painting, and I'm holding here a big wall painting that I purchased at a store some time ago, and I want to change it because my goal is to have all of my wall hangers in my home of my paintings that I created. And I have been inspired to do this today from Amanda, and I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right, Amanda Ulrich YouTube channel, My Blind and Chronic Illness Life. And she does wonderful paintings, and I have watched her video and learned to do a different painting called pouring painting, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to change this store-bought wall hanging into my very own personal creation. So I'm going to attempt to paint all of this and change it into my own creation. That's what I'm doing today. That got it?
Yes.
Okay, and
That. Yes, that's it.
this right here. Okay. And there we go. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's see what it's gonna look like. And it's mixing. She's mixed up really good. Just checking it. Okay, got that stirred up. Okay, so now I have all my colors mixed up, and I know what color they are and what order that I put them. Start from the right. I actually have 3 different shades of reds. This is a darker red. Here I mixed it, and this one is my orange. I have another red that I mixed gold with that to get a more pearl color with that red. I have yellow and another red. So I have 3 different shades of red, an orange, and a yellow. That's what I'm going to use for my pouring paint. And in this container, I have a mixture of red and purple and gold that I had actually left over from another painting I did. So I just mixed them together, and I'm going to use that over here on this painting to actually, I'll take a brush to actually paint the outline as the background of the painting before I actually start the pouring process. So that's what I will do. I will just dip a little, and I have a border here, so I'll just kind of feel so I can paint here, and then I'll go back around and do the fine tuning so that I'm using my finger as a guide, so I'll know. Dip it in there, and once I go all the way around, and I know this is a big picture, but once I go all the way around, then I'll just take my brush and then just kind of go out some just to make sure I have all of the sides covered. So when I do my pouring, I'll have a nice background around the edges. So that's the step I'm doing now. Okay, what I'm doing is making sure I get all my edges good. So I'm taking my brush, I poured paint all the way around my edges. So I line my brush up around the edge of the border, and I'm dragging it down, and that way I know I am getting on my edges. It's almost the same as the shoreline technique using your cane. And I'm shorelining with my fingers still going to help keeping me in line, because I've known to get off line sometimes. And the corners are a little bit tricky, so I want to make sure I line that up. And I'm shorelining again. Cool trees. There. Now I have to get the other side. And I'm left-handed, so I have to work opposite. Let's see, line it up. And shoreline. Here we go. Such an easy way to do it. There we go. And I'm at the edge. There. All right. And let's see here. I'm going to see if I can reach all the way over to here. Let's see if I can feel that right there. And yep. And I'm getting it. I may make a little boo-boo here and now, but it's okay. It can be corrected. And it is an abstract painting, so nobody will know if you make a mistake. That's the beauty of doing abstract paintings. And I got all my edges done. So now I can just take my brush and just kind of brush inward, because I've got my edges done all the way down. Yeah. And that way I'll have a nice background for when I'm pouring. Well, sure I get it in here some more. That way, it'll be nice. For when I'm pouring, move down this way some. This is a huge painting. I have to measure it and see exactly what the measurements are. But this is a huge one. I've never done one this size before. Now, even in my regular abstract paintings, this is the first time I've done one this size. I am going outside the box, living life on the edge here.
And you decided to use this large painting on an experiment inspired by Amanda.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Amanda. This is so much fun because I have no idea how this is going to come out. I don't have a game plan. I am just going with the flow, and however it comes out, it's going to hang on my wall. And I'm just painting there, and I'm pouring a last color red here. And it feels like my cup is full. And I have all of these colors layered in my measuring cup. So I need my strainer. I'm going to set this down for 1 second. And I think I left my strainer in the kitchen. Or did I bring it in here? Oh, there it is. And I just have, since this is such a huge painting, I am actually going to use my colander strainer. Let's see, it's this way here. So this is a collapsible strainer. I'm going to sit it in the center, and I am going to start pouring my paint very slowly, but I'll do it in a circular motion. And here we go. Here's something. Pour it slowly, slowly, slowly. In a circular motion, I'm pouring the paint into the colander strainer. And it's going slowly and slowly. It's pouring in. This is my first time doing this with the picture this big, so I'm improvising to make sure I have enough paint to go all over the picture. Circle of motion, and I'm pouring. And it's almost finished. Almost empty. Okay. And I'm pouring the remainder of my paint over in there. Let's see here. Yeah. So we just might well, we mixed it up, so I might as well use it all. So I'm just using it all. And I have it all in there. So now, here is the test. And it's going through the strainer. I think it's getting in there. I think it's almost through. Yeah, it's a little bit more, it has to drain out. So I'm just gonna let it finish draining out. And it's coming out on the canvas just like a big, colorful water puddle. And just let the rest of it drain out. And it's almost done. Is it still coming? Yep. There we go. I think we're done. So, I'll put it over here.
Look.
And now,
My slime is kind of like blue. I made it yellow with someone.
okay, now we have all the paint in here, and to me, it already has a design in it. Someone, my assistants told me that there's a design already in here that it may look like a flower with the center. How cool is that? So now, I am going to start tilting so we can spread the paint. And this is a huge canvas. So I'm going to slowly tilt. So we're going to spread that paint around. This is huge. And I'm going to have to work my way around it.
Mama, can she? My ice cream's like that.
Going around. And I'm going to keep going around and tilting. I have never managed a frame this big before. Let's see, I'm going to tilt it a little bit over here. And we're going to see how this is going to come out. I got to move around. This is almost like a workout, an exercise workout.
Tilting north, south, east, west.
Yes. Making sure I get all the corners tilted to spread. Okay, I got to work it again. Come back around again. And let's see. And I can feel it moving around and around. Let's see. I can't see which direction it's going, but I can sure enough feel it. Let's get this side some. This is so cool. Strictly experimenting, because I have no idea what it's going to look like. I can't even see what it looks like. It takes some kind of courage to do this. I'm going to, let's see, tilt it this way a little bit more. And let it spread some more. Let's see. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah.
It's spreading. Have to turn around.
Papa.
Is it going in the right direction?
Yeah, you just need a little more muscle. I'll hold it up for a little bit longer.
There we go now. Get on this side. This is a workout right here. What if we get like a brush or like a little small brush and just kind of do some strokes, just make like little lines or something like it's, you know.
Yeah, you can do that.
On the outside.
Mm-hmm.
To make it look more abstract-y.
It looks so glossy.
Wow. See, I can see the different colors now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Let me try something like that. A small brush.
One like this one. Feel this.
Yeah. Yeah, this one right here. Just kind of push the thing out, you know. See how that is right there?
Mm-hmm. But it'll look more natural if you kept whining and whining.
Oh, and don't push it out?
Yeah, because if you do it with the brush, it's going to thin out. It's going to really thin out if you do it with the brush, I'm thinking. And it's probably not going to give you the look that you want.
Okay. I just can't see when it get to the edge, you know.
Like, if it get on here, don't worry about it getting on this beige part.
Okay.
I'm not going to let it get to the brown. The brown could be wiped off quick.
Okay. This corner done right here. Let's see. Trying to let it spread. Let's see if it's spreading any.
Yes. It is.
It's spreading. One thing about a big frame, you can't see what it's doing. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can get this corner here. Take some muscles. I'm glad I'm not a weakling. Okay, it's spreading out some more. Okay, let's do this corner over here now. See if we can get it to spread out some more. Okay. Get it in that corner right there now. Let's see.
And go down on your left hand, yeah.
Spread. Almost like a volcano flow. That is so cool. And it's spreading. It's doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have it all spread it out. It's beautiful. I am going to just finish off my 4 corners, and I just have a little bit left in my cup, and I'm just going to pour it just to finish off the corners here. Pour just a little bit to kind of finish those corners off. And maybe, let's see, put a little bit more on there. Okay, I'm going to put some over here in this corner so we can finish those corners off here. put some in this corner. That one's, I'll skip this one, come back. Let's skip this one. Oh, these are pretty good right here. I don't think I need any in that corner. Maybe just a little bit in this one right here. Let's see here. Get a little bit over in there. Okay. And a little bit more over here. Just gonna use all the paint up. And I hope I'm getting it all on there. All on here. Oops. Sometimes I make a little boo-boo. And I think I'm good over here. And I'm just gonna take the excess what's in here and go along my, it's gonna keep this beige, but started experimenting with it and it looked better if I just painted this excess color here. So I'm just gonna paint using this and to paint it. And pretty soon I'm gonna have a finished painting that will be ready to dry. I have to be really careful because I don't want to get it on the brown. So I'm just gonna go around and then go back and get all the brown edges. Because those are my spots that I have to be really careful with. Go around and get that. And okay, what I'm doing now is I'm painting the border, going back over the border, doing the touches. Like I said before, I was going to let it stay the light brown color, but since paint got on it, hey, anything can be corrected. So I'm using the excess paint in the cups and painting the border, and I'm going by feel touch, like I know I have paint on my arms. I can't see it, but I can feel it there. So I'm just kind of feeling to see, and I can just about tell by feel of the brush up against the canvas if I'm getting too close to the edge. And so what if I do? Remember, anything can be corrected. So I'm painting, just going down, and I'll go back and do touch-up spots because I'm sure I'm missing some little tiny minor details here. But this is so cool. And I've had someone, a sighted person, to tell me what it looks like. And from them describing it, it looks beautiful. Almost like marble. Get that little corner right there.
Reminds me of the Grand Canyon.
Oh, that's one of my favorite places. Sunset at the Grand Canyon is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and I'm painting.
What colors did you mix?
I mixed 3 different shades of red. One was like a brick red, one was a regular true red, and I mixed one red with a true red with gold to give it a pearl look. And then I used the color orange and the color yellow. So that's 3 shades of reds, orange, and yellow. 5 different colors of paint. And I never know what it's going to look like. It's all by just jumping in, diving, and just taking on that risk. Chances are you're going to like what it looks like, though. That's one good thing about art. There's no right or wrong. I'm still painting, just going around. Let's see, I almost finished using the excess paint in this cup. I mean, I'm just going to pick up another cup and keep rolling with it. Because we don't waste. because this is money and I don't believe in wasting, so I'll just use another color and paint around. And it doesn't matter that it's mixture of colors because all these colors are actually in the painting anyway. So it's all good. It will actually tie in with the painting. Okay, here we are. This is the final finished product. Beautiful painting. Never did one this large before. Thanks, Amanda, for inspiring me to do the pouring painting. I've done paintings, but this is my first pouring painting. And I love the way it came out. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Because I always say life is like a canvas of beautiful colors. So paint your colors on the canvas of life. Back at ya like a boomerang. Well, welcome back to Blind Boomerang. This is Rita, and this is a continuing from yesterday's video of a pouring painting that I did. Well, after some thought about it, and I actually painted the border in the same color family as the picture, I thought that was a bit too much, so maybe I need to do a different color border. Well, then the conflict came up, well, how am I going to paint this border without getting paint on the frame and the actual painting picture, because I can't see the edges. I figured it out after trial and error. I'm using a ruler, and what I would do is take my ruler and feel for the edge of the border, which is here, and I will just place my ruler up against that, and then I'll dip paint, because I'm doing such a color contrasting and change. I'm doing like I mixed a little brown with white paint to make it a creamy to light beige color, and then I can just paint and feel the paintbrush go against the edges of the ruler, and that way I'm getting the edges of the border and not getting it on the actual picture. I'm going to do a little bit more here. This is so cool. I was actually proud of myself for figuring this out. And sometimes you do have to just kind of play around and just kind of tweak it to it do what you want it to do. And that was the case here. And then for the other side, I want to make sure I get the edges good. And then for the other side, what I would do is feel and just move this to the other side of where the frame is. Press it up against it. I can feel it. And right there. And then I will paint up against that side of the border. Just feeling the sides of the ruler. And that way you know you're not going wrong. And just getting it in. I'm going strictly by feel. And I think I fill it all the way up and fill it in the middle, get it painted good. Then I will move my border. Hold on, let me get a little bit more paint on here. And just make sure I got it good. Because when it's, there we go. And then I take it up and it comes out perfect. The border's painted and there is no painting on the frame or the picture. And I'll just keep doing it all the way around till I complete the entire border. So there it is. If you want to change it, you can change it. There's no right or wrong when it comes to painting. And remember that life is a canvas of beautiful colors, and you can mix those colors and change those colors. Thank you for tuning in. I will show you the ending results as soon as I get finished. Thanks. And we are back with Blind Boomerang, and I promise you the finished results of I was painting the border, changing the color from the red hues to a light creamy beige. And this is the result of the pouring painting project that I did for the first time on this is actually a 48 by 48 painting. And I think it came out pretty good, and I used a ruler to paint my border with, and probably need some fine finishing touches, but I'll take care of that later. I just want to show you this painting. I'm so proud of it, and remember that life is a canvas of beautiful colors, so tweak it, twist it, turn it, shake it, and make it the way you want it to make it. And I'm coming back like a boomerang.